Welcome back to Good Day State Line. Today, checking in virtually with our friend, attorney Jonathan James. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Doing very good. Thank you.
So, we obviously have been going through some changes, the entire world, which I think is kind of the best part about it is that it's literally everyone everywhere is having to make changes with what's going on right now. And that includes the legal world a lot. What is happening right now?
So, yeah, the courts in most of the counties, including Winnebago County, they're operating under what we call like reduced operations. So, essentially, the courts are still open and they're still hearing what they have termed essential hearings. But everything else is getting continued until after the stay at home order is no longer in effect. So, we're talking June 1st is the projected date for courts to get back to normal operations. But right now, the courts are only hearing what they determine essential. And additionally, it's all jury trials, criminal and civil, have been postponed until that June 1st date.
So, what does that mean for someone like you? How does your job change?
It changes significantly as far as like what type of cases are being heard. It really limits what we can do in the courthouse right now. So essentially, what's being heard is essential hearings, emergency orders of protections, any type of hearing that has a time limit associated with it, such as a statutory summary suspension hearing, or any hearings that the judge has determined to be time sensitive. Then those could be heard in the court right now.
So that's obviously, like you said, in court. Hearings are changing a lot. What about just you, for example, if someone wanted to talk to you, I know we've had you on so many times over so many different topics. If any of that stuff came up right now, they could probably still reach out to you though, right?
Yes, they can still reach out to us. We are considered an essential business, so we are still operating. We have made several changes about how we're operating. So we're no longer doing face-to-face consultations. You can still call us. You can still get a free consultation about your legal matter. We're just doing it all over the phone right now. Additionally, we're also restricting access to like who can come into the office, but we are still open for business. Uh, we are still doing everything that we usually do. It's just in a much, much different manner.
Right. So tell me about driver's license and FOID cards. Those are both things that people who aren't usually dealing with legal matters all of a sudden, they're like, wait a second, my driver's license is expiring. My other, important documents are expiring. What can we do right now? Or what do we have to do?
Right. So the Secretary of State has come out and said that they are going to extend by 90 days after the pandemic has ended or the crisis has ended. Everyone's driver's license, registration stickers, restricted driving permits, all of the expiration dates for those documents are being extended. Additionally, if you need to renew your registration sticker or renew your driver's license, the registration sticker you can do online. The driver's license, if you're considered a safe driver, you can do that online
Okay.
and instead of going to the driver services facility, which is currently closed.
Okay. And what about the executive order laws? I have that to ask you too. What's going on with those right now?
The executive orders, a lot of people, we're getting a lot of questions about, what are the penalties for violating the executive orders? And I think it's important to know that a lot of the law enforcement agencies, they are only, taking or doing enforcement action in extreme situations. So a lot of the law enforcement, uh, they're hoping that everyone's going to abide by the law. And if they see someone that's running afoul of the executive order, more than likely they're just going to approach them, tell them to knock it off. As long as they knock it off, everything should be good. But the Rockford chief of police, Dan O'Shea, has come out and he has said that he doesn't want to arrest people for violating the order. It's just he's leaving it up to everyone. But if people violate the order, a police officer tells them to, knock it off and they don't, then they could possibly run afoul of the law there.
Okay. So, as always, follow the rules.
Mhm.
That's kind of always a good life lesson to follow the rules. So when it comes to, like you said, the driver's license, the FOID card, the good thing to remember too, like we said at the beginning of the interview, it's happening with everyone. Not being able to renew your cards and get all that done. So That's nice, is that you personally don't have to feel like you're doing something wrong or you're not gonna find out when it's all over. I'm sure we'll all be alerted when we can do all those things probably, right?
Right. So yeah, but the important takeaways are the both law enforcement, Secretary of State, and Illinois State Police. They're making considerations for all of the driver's license being extended, the expiration date being extended on that. Additionally, the Secretary of State's office is closed right now, so we personally we do a lot of driver's license reinstatements, and we had several hearings that were scheduled with administrative hearing offices. Those are all now canceled, and
Okay.
it's just kind of indefinite. And hopefully, the Secretary of State, they have indicated that they will get back to us, or they're going to call us to reschedule all of those dates. So people who are trying to reinstate their license, they're having a. I mean, it's going to be very, very difficult
Sure.
right now to be able to reinstate your license and have that administrative hearing. But if you currently have a license, renewing it and the extended expiration dates, they're making a lot of considerations for those people.
Awesome. Well, if anyone wants to contact you and get more info, where can we go?
Okay, you can visit our website, northernillinoislaw.com, or give us a call, 779-500-0167.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Coming up next, the Rock River Valley Pantry has had to make some changes due to the stay-at-home order, but they still need your help. Kim will share everything with us, and later, I'm taking the COVID-19 antibody test with Aurora Life Sciences. We'll be right back after a look at some of your May Good Day calendar photos. Keep them coming on the Good Day State Line Facebook page.